What is up, guys? Wraith here, Grey Bearded Gaming Society. We are back in action. We are back on our little monkey reading. We have to apologize for the unannounced absence. Last week we actually had a family emergency. Had to do some traveling for, but we are back in the saddle this week. We did get to do a little bit of farming off camera. Nothing spectacular. Obviously, we got to level 38. We're just shy of 40% through level. You know, we do okay. We do okay. The area, you know, sometimes we can get out here and there's not a lot of people out here. It's pretty easy. Other times, not so much. I actually didn't expect that guy to be there because there's a druid like right there. So, any hoozles. I think what we're going to try to do today, more so than just farming giants again, for experience, is we're going to try to, we got all these gems, we got some rings. I'm curious to see how much money we've actually made. And with that, along with our 20 plat here, and, you know, decent chunk of gold in plat as well. It's at about 43 plat worth of gold. You know, do we have enough to go buy ourselves a set of, the trance sticks to play with and see how those work and make sure we're working up some of our other skills. But we're going to finish this guy off here. We are going to, he suddenly decided to start punching us right in the nose bone. We were doing so good and suddenly we started taking damage. But we're going to see if we can't get somebody to give us a so we can travel a little more safely. And we will run ourselves across to somewhere where we can reliably sell, see what kind of loot we're looking at. And then, actually, what we might do, we might just see if we can find a port. We'll see. We'll just see what happens. So stick around. Let's see where we get to, and we will check back in here in just a few minutes. All right, gang. We have safely landed in West Commons. Let's see how we did. Nice neutral vendor, so she shouldn't mess with us in terms of pricing. Let's see, 11 plat there. We did cost about 15 plat total to get us here. So we donated for so, and then we donated for somebody to run across and pick us up. Let's see. Not looking too bad. All right. I mean, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. So we're gonna go ahead and dash in a viscerally direction, and we are going to apparently run slap into a tree. Let's not do that. We're going to run over here. We're going to see, like I said, the last time we checked on these guys, the trance sticks, they were going really cheap, but then sometimes they spike back up, so it's hard to say. I mean, I've seen them as low as 50, 60 plat, and other times up to 100 plat. So we'll kind of see if we need to. We'll actually run all the way into Freeport real quick, hit up a bank, see what our total stash of platinum is looking like. Like I said, that's 125. That's about 175 with us. So I mean, maybe if we can. Ooh, that's a werewolf. That's Let's beat up a werewolf. I don't know why I just have this thing about beating up werewolves this game. Probably because one of my first big, just like scary corpse runs, and this was on my, I want to see, it was either my second or third character. There we go. Oh, werewolf pelt. We will hold that. We'll probably just slap that in the bank. But yeah, one of my first big like scary corpse runs, right, was I made an enchanter. I still have that same enchanter, by the way. He is 22 years old. 22 years old. I have him on my live account. But I've been asking around like he was a high up. I just, you know, I'd done everything I felt like I could do in Crushbone. And I came out here. And honestly, you know, to be real fair, I jumped the gun. I should have stayed where I was at. You get a little impatient. You want to try spiffy new stuff. But we got out here and we were doing one of the orc camps on the other side, and we were doing pretty good as a group. So I was doing my enchanter thing, trying to be cool. This was before I knew how cool enchanters actually were. and I got jumped by one of those guys and died, but I was still bound all the way back in Felwith on the other side. So, yeah, that made for a really long corpse run back. 'Cause back then, I mean, everything was so brand new. Didn't really have money for ports. People didn't move all the way around that easily just yet. So it was quite the adventure. By the time I got back to my corpse, the group had disbanded. They were done. It took me forever. Run all the way around, trying to find a SO, get to a boat, couldn't find a port. Yeah, it was awful. And then I had to run around until I found my corpse. Because that was the other problem. As the very first time, of course, you jump from behind, you start running around like a chicken with your head cut off, which was just glorious. You don't know about the doing sideways thing. You don't know about you don't know about anything. But I basically spent the next 3 hours looking for a corpse of a little enchanter. So, but anywho, I'm gonna check around real quick. I'm gonna see. Actually, I think we're gonna pass for now. We're gonna run into town. We're gonna consolidate our capital, see what we're looking like, drop off this pelt because I don't want to carry this around. I know it is for some turn-in stuff. We're not going to mess around with doing that right now. But let me go get this stuff all sorted out. We'll jump back in a second, and we'll see if we can't get us a couple new toys to play with. All right, we are here at the tunnel. Let's see. I've already hollered out a time or two. Oh, actually, there's somebody selling one. Let's check this Kaylee person. And then we'll catch up with Master Wu's trance stick. That one, yep. Let's see, because the wiki says right now they're like 94. We'll see what they say. We'll see what kind of talking back and forth we can do here. But what we did, like I said, we ran into the bank. We traded all our stuff in. We dropped off the werewolf hide pelt that's in the bank. We brought like 212 plat with us. So like 200 plat, paid for the sticks, handle that business. We left about 350 plat in the bank. So we got a little bit, not too bad. 97 plat, we'll take it. We will take it. Because that means they're looking at the same thing I am. They're looking at the wiki, trying to see what the most recent price is. So that's going to be a fair price for both of us. So let's see where Kaylee is, and we'll get us a trance stick to go thumb something with. Alright, she's doing some running back and forth. We will wait here. We will get the trance stick when it returns. We are not in a big hurry this evening. So there we go. That should be one down. We will continue to look for a second one, like I said, but we brought 200 plat for this. We saved about 300. We didn't necessarily buy a full tier of supplies. We still got plenty of throwing stars, still some food and water and some bandages. I think we'll be set to go on some adventures afterwards. I was thinking, honestly, maybe just going back over there to kind of work on the skills. But we shall see. If we can get 2 of these put together, then we'll go out and see how fast we can proc stuff to death. Stick around. Let's see what we can get done. All right, gang. That did not take very long at all. Thankfully, zero complaints here. We have ourselves a pretty matching set of Master Wu's trance sticks. So obviously, we're not going to get the hits that we were getting with our beat stick, of course, because our beat stick is 23 damage as opposed to 7. But it's also, this thing is 28 damage. This thing is, our delay, 28 delay to 18 delay. So we are substantially faster on the upswing. Plus, these things should proc for Smite, which, if I'm not mistaken, is somewhere between like 75 and 80 damage or something like that. So, obviously getting the proc is going to be key to having them cool enough, but we are big enough to proc them. So we're going to find ourselves a testing ground here and see what we can get done. Honestly, I think we're just going to jump back across to the over there and go pile drive some of that stuff just because it's close. I mean, maybe we could do Knolls, but who wants to go all the way out to Knolls and to find out the experience sucks again? You know what I'm saying? So let's go see what we can do about getting us a lift, and we will go check out some stuff, probably at the Skyfire ramp. So stick around for me one more time. We're gonna walk out here with all this lumbo we're swinging on, and see how we do. And at the same time, of course, the other thing that we can do, we can mix and match. We can take a stick off. We can switch them around, and then work on some actual, unarmed at the same time. We'll see how it goes. We shall see how it goes. But stick around. off we go again. Let's find a place to go test these bad boys. Alright, gang, we are here. We have all of our cooldowns. We had a very nice druid, gave us a ride, gave us some buffs, we cruised through, but it's time to see how we do with these things, man. Let's come on! Look at the one-hand blunt skill just flying up. I mean, we are not hitting very hard at all. We're really, really not. But we are hitting so very fast. And again, with 2 procs and 80-something damage apiece, like, you get a couple of procs in a fight. That makes a huge difference. Oh, there's some dual-wield skills. So we're proccing for 83 damage right now. So with 3 procs, and I mean we added 240 additional damage to that that little thing there. That's the. I remember these are for quests for something. We're gonna grab the Warbraid, even though I can't remember for the life of me what it's for. We're going to have it. We're gonna go find us another target. I think there's Spiked, and there's the Thorny. I think these guys are the smaller ones. Let's see how we do. Ow. I know what I will say is, like, obviously we're gonna have to work to get the skill up a little bit. Go and hit mend. Because right now, like, our kicks are crazy. We're doing like 13, 13, 13, kick it for 95. And it is quite obvious that obviously having a solid haste item right now is helping as well. But yeah, this guy, we might actually have to feign this guy off. Like, we hit our mend. I thought these guys were supposed to be the easier of the two. Could be mistaken. Unless we start getting some serious procs here, we're going to be in trouble here in a second. The last thing we need is a chicken chasing us too. Come on, skill ups. Because if we can proc and get him walking, that's all we need. We'll have him. But yeah, this is machine gun fire fast right here, guys. Like, I know I love hitting things really hard. Like, even like lately when I'm playing on drafting, right? I showed you guys that cool 2-hand axe. Like, I love that thing when I haul off and crack something for like 100 points of damage. That's always pretty spiffy. I have no idea what this is for, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna heal up a little bit, but yeah, this is machine gun blast fast. I mean, just bam, 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 which is that's kind of hilarious. This could be all kinds of fun. I think we're going to definitely want to put ourselves back together again here. We don't want to mess around with that. We're going to pull a couple more and see how we do with these things. So far, these things are a blast because we're going so fast here. We will put ourselves back together. We will check back in at least one last time and do some thumping. Stick around for me. All right, gang, we are rested all the way back up to full health. A wandering cleric came by and gave us some pretty spiffy buffs. And we've been hanging out and waiting for it. We have pulled like a couple in between. While we were, come on, Thunder Chicken, let's go this way. We've been waiting for everything else to pop up. But we figured we would make sure to catch the spiffiest stuff on the old camera. And again, the skills have been flying up, which has been nice. We're already doing better in the hitting section as we increase our skill threshold, and we're just hitting so fast. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I love it. But as we've been waiting for all of our skills to pop up, I have to give a shout out to friend of the community and buddy of mine, Dolioc, the Ixar monk. We were chatting with him earlier, and he's level 58, which is, I think last time we ran into him, he was level 51. And obviously with everything we went through, we kind of got behind a little bit. But he has definitely been scooting along, which is awesome there. But he also finished up its epic. So now he's got his Celestial Fist. So way to go there on both counts. I think he will be max level in no time. As for us, like I said, we are, like I said, you can see this just skills just Man, they just start flying up there. We didn't get a lot of procs on this particular one, which is no fun. We love it when started launching them red sparks everywhere. It's pretty cool, but we are hitting 1,000,000 miles an hour. So I think what we're going to do is, kind of retake up a position in this area here for probably just a little while. Just to keep the skills moving. We'll probably also, once we get some other skills, once we get our one-hand blunt kind of figured out and get it to where it needs to be, we'll probably drop one staff and try do the one staff and then the fist, so we can actually get our unarmed combat up. But we do need to be careful. Obviously, these things can they still hit and they still hurt, so we do need to be careful. But we do want to make sure we get some of those skill ups. We're supposed to be like this master of martial arts, and so far the only thing we're good at doing is kicking things in the face and beating on them with a 2x4. But guys, like I said, I think that's really going to be it for this week. So we we are back. We'll be getting some more regular action. I hope, barring, I'm hoping we have no more disasters anytime soon. But we're gonna, wow, nice. It's like we're getting all the procs we didn't get on the last one on this guy. Of course, this guy also has a lot of hit points. He is working through our buffs pretty quickly. And what I'm just remembering now, by the way, is that I think somebody had told us that there's the spikes and there's the thornies, and the spiked are, I think they said they're quite a bit bigger ones. So we might have been basically asking for trouble by messing with this guy. But anyway, we're going to run around here. We're going to do some farming up. We're going to get some skills. But guys, as always, if you like what we're doing, hey, please don't forget to like, comment, maybe smash that subscribe button down below if you got some cool ideas for places for us to go as we feign this guy off so we don't get squished. Because, man, even with our buffs, he just put a thumping on us. Man, we get Valor and Armor Faith. But yeah, like I said, if you got some cool ideas for some places where we could go, do some hunting. Oh, that's right. We're higher level now, so they don't just fall off like they used to. Take 3. If you got some cool ideas for us, some places we could go to either get some experience, maybe get some items, get some gear, get some cash. We are all about it. We would love to hear from you down below. But until next time, guys, we're going to go over here, put ourselves back together, do a couple more random pulls, get some more combat experience and skill ups. But you guys, you stay safe, stay distant, stay in EverQuest, and we will catch you guys next week. Night, guys.